What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Blair Snow. You already know I'm cooler than you. Y'all already know what time it is. It's snow time. Period. As y'all can see by the title, today's video is going to be a Snow Diary series. My Snow Diary series is basically going to be based off of where I'm at in my life currently. Right now, I'm in my healing journey and just like rebuilding myself as a whole and just trying to be a better person. And I feel like the only way I could be a better person is if I flush everything out, tap into me, stuff that I face internally, stuff I don't discuss with anybody, stuff I just keep all inside. I'm not really a vulnerable person. Like, I'm just working on me as a whole. So I definitely feel like this is going to be something new, and I definitely feel like this will help give my YouTube audience like a different understanding of me, and I would definitely be able to connect with y'all on a different level. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, let's get into the video. Today's video topic is going to be walking away from toxic relationships. I do have my iPad right here because I wrote a few points I want to hit. I definitely do have my paper towel because, yeah, I'm one of those. I might tear up. I currently just got out of a really bad relationship, so I haven't even been able to talk to anybody about that. For this to be my topic, I definitely feel like I need to have these. So yeah, let me open up my iPad really quick. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is recognizing the behavior. I definitely feel like when you meet somebody and and y'all become a relationship, stuff is all good and you get the butterflies. You in the honeymoon phase. That's what they call it, the honeymoon phase. You in the honeymoon phase and everything is just so perfect and you loving everything. And then it just hit a bump in the road and stuff just start going downhill. I feel like when you first recognize toxic behavior coming from somebody you're in a relationship with, it really hits home. Especially when you're the type of person who values loyalty and values taking care of the people that you love or that you keep surrounded by you. When you first recognize toxic behavior, address it. Like, I feel like the first thing should be confronting it, like confronting the person that you with, like telling them you didn't like it, expressing how it made you feel. How that person reacts is going to tell you a lot. It's going to tell you a lot. And I feel like oftentimes, no matter if you're a male or a female, I'm not just speaking from female's perspective, I'm speaking like in general, when you address something off rip, especially when it's something the first time happening, the person's definitely going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, won't happen again. Of course you're going for it. Of course you're going for it because it's like, it's the first time it happened and like y'all still fresh. They apologize. I feel like the mature thing to do is to like move past it. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Something came up. Okay, so yeah, but where I left off at? Where did I left off at? Oh yes, when I say like, of course you going for it, I'm talking about minor stuff, y'all. Like very minor. Like just do anything to hurt your feelings or just like something they should have never did, something that's just bad. I'm not speaking about no cheating, no crazy stuff. I don't recommend staying after that. You didn't hear that from me. That's not what I'm saying. You ain't get that from the Blair Snow. What I'm talking about is minor stuff, like very much minor. It's something minor. Why would you just like up and leave over something so minor? Something that could be talked about and solved. I feel like I got too much lip gloss on. Something that could be talked about and solved. Move past it. Why wouldn't you want to move past it? Next topic. When you choose to stay, if something pops up after that that's just over the top, and it could be cheating, it could be anything. Like, we all know what over the top is. Like when you stay, it definitely like takes a toll on you. Like it hits home. For one, like it really hits home. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. A lot of people don't talk about that when you make that decision because we have a decision. We all have a decision that we make. Male and females. Because I know some females that do grimy stuff and really messed up stuff to men, to real good men. And I know girls, let me get off the ladies. Look at me. I'm not one of those. I'm not a pick me. This is not that. I did not mean to say girls again. The guys who just dog good women and just do good women like completely wrong. When stuff like that happens and you're in a relationship, everybody have a choice. You either gonna up and leave or you gonna stay. I definitely feel like when you choose to stay, you need to take a step back. Because I feel like to stay where you're not valued, to stay where you are disrespected, not cherished, I feel like that just screams like you need a lot of self-work. And I'm not just speaking to be speaking, you know, like I just came out of a toxic relationship, and I'm gonna keep saying it this whole video. Like I get it. It screams self-work. Maybe you need to pour into your cup a little bit. Maybe you need to go back to the drawing board, relearn yourself and get yourself together. Maybe you're insecure. Maybe you don't love yourself as much, or it could really be anything. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm yawning while I'm talking. In my head all doing like, what's really going on? I feel like self-work and self-love is very, very important. I feel like you should never seek out a relationship or go out dating somebody when you're not really fully all together with yourself. And sometimes relationships just creep up on you. Like sometimes they just happen naturally. The next topic, mentally it takes a toll. Like the shift a relationship has after staying where you're not valued, or just forgiving the toxicness and trying to move past it, it takes a mental toll. Like half of the time the other person don't even know how much it affected a person. Like they know they did wrong, but they don't know how many times that person cries behind closed doors. They don't know how many times the voices in that person's head, what they tell them. Like they don't know. It's really like mentally draining, and I feel like people should really like talk about that more. I feel like in a way it kind of strips you from who you are. You know, like you start questioning yourself, you start questioning your worth, like you kind of lose value, like you beat yourself up. I feel like that's kind of what that is. It's like you beating yourself up. And like if you're a person like me, you just know like this ain't it. I don't know. Nope. This is not. I don't know why I put myself in this position. I don't know why. At all. This is not it. Okay? And I'm the type of person, like, when I say stand on business, baby, I'm standing on business. Okay, so for me to be like in my first relationship, I was really young, you know, so like I didn't really know, like, you know, I didn't even really care. I cared, but I didn't care like what. But like when it happened, you know, after a while, when you get older, it like you see stuff for what it is, like you mature. So yeah, like I started to see stuff for what it is, and I feel like it definitely takes a mental toll. Like you pick yourself apart. Nobody in your family know, nobody at work know, nobody at school knows the voices that's you hear in your head, and nobody just know when it's time to go to bed, or like even when you still talking to this person, like you could be looking in this person's face or even just talking to them, and they think just because you forgave them, like that is okay, like you don't hurt no more. Like that hurt requires healing, and I feel like when you stay, you never get the healing. Like I feel like it's impossible to get the healing you need when you stay after something drastic happens like that. So I definitely feel like that's important, like, you know, to get the healing. I don't recommend staying, but if you do choose to stay, I definitely feel like maybe you should tell that person you need some time to yourself, because like I said, staying, it screams self-work, and it also like you need healing if you are a person that's gonna choose to stay. Because I feel like some people take ride or die to the next level, and they really mean that. Like they don't care if they fight, they don't care if it's cheating, they don't care about any of that. Like it might be a little toxic, you know, like they don't really care about that. And I'm not putting nobody down, you know, everybody had their own preferences. If you choose to be with one person and thug it out and go through thick and thin with that person, and like you really mean thick and thin, then yeah, like, but take mental health breaks, you know, like take time, you know, to pour into yourself, like I said, and just to heal. I feel like that's mandatory, and I feel like that should be understandable. And for that person too, the person who did the damage, you need to take a break too. Okay, you need to go find yourself and get you together, because you ain't about to keep doing that. Like, but yeah, me personally, I'm a ride or die, but baby, I'm not dying no way. You get what I'm saying? Like we gonna ride, a wheel might fall off, but we ain't riding until all the wheels fall off. This not like, no, never played at all. But I feel like I got so much more energy after I took my break, y'all. I had a little bit of food. I'm greedy. Maybe I was hungry and I was really nervous. Okay, I'm off topic, but yeah. Next topic I'm gonna touch base on is trying to be strong. I definitely went into that a little bit, but like trying to be strong, like after, you know, staying and like the mental battle, I feel like trying to be strong is like when you around your friends, like, and like you going through a breakup, but like your friends bring you happiness, or like they don't even know, like if you're a person like me, I'm not vulnerable. Like, I don't really talk about things that I'm going through or things that like really like bother me. Like, I don't talk about it like at all. So it's like you would never know. And I feel like if you that person who just like, you don't really express certain things like that to everybody, you know, not to family, not to friends, and you know, just like to be around family or be around friends, like when you're going through a heartbreak or when you're just going through something like that within your relationship with somebody that you found was your person, and you know, like, you don't talk or you feel like you can't talk to them about it. You're trying to laugh and keep from crying. I feel like that kind of like, that messes you up too, because that just plays a part in like holding stuff in. You know, like you need to let it out. Like when you just keep holding, it just like boiling. Like it's bound to burst and explode. Like you have to let that out. And I feel like if you feel like you can't talk to nobody, talk to yourself. Talk to God. I 100% recommend God. Or just writing it down, like write it down, period. And read it back to yourself a couple of times, like tap in with yourself. So next topic we're gonna go into, looking at what things could have been instead of what they are, or could be, I should say. Looking at what things could be instead of for what they are. I feel like a lot of people do that. I feel like that's the main reason why people stay, you know, like one of the main reasons. Because you looking so far ahead and you thinking about what things could be, and then you thinking about what you thought about when you first met that person, that vision you had. Because I'm delusional, guys. When I meet somebody and I really like them and stuff is going good, I done planned out everything for us, babe. I know when the wedding is. I know what our house look like. Like, let's be for real here, okay? But yeah, I feel like a lot of people do that. Like sometimes we just look too far ahead. Bring yourself down and like look at things for what it is. Like you have to do that. And I feel like it's so hard for people that's just delusional like me. Like delusional like me. Oh my God, like it's so hard to bring it down to the reality, because it's like, what like, it's like, what even is the reality when you so delusional like that? Like, I don't even know. Like, babe, the wedding is 6 years from now on this day. You did this. I gotta look at this. The wedding, I'm still planning a wedding. I didn't even know you was gonna do this. Now I gotta come back down and look at this. And I feel like it just takes so much to do that. And I feel like to have that skill, like, is a blessing. I feel like everybody should have that skill. Learn how to, like, just accept things for what they are and, like, just see things for what they are, because if you don't, you will hurt yourself. I feel like delusion is a form of manifestation at its finest. But have boundaries and don't play with yourself. Like, I feel like a lot of times we play with ourselves. Like, yeah, you thinking this. Like, yeah, I was just laughing about being delusional, but I'm not playing with myself. You know, like, it comes a point in time where you got to have, like, a little bit of discipline. You know, a little bit of fix yourself up. Like, if you can't shake yourself up and snap yourself up out of it, I feel like somebody could trick you in so many different ways, like manipulate you in so many different ways. So it's like, as much as I'm delusional, I'm very like level 2 grounded. Like, I don't play about me. Like, I know certain stuff is in place. If you gonna be delusional, you need to like know yourself a little more. Snap yourself out of it. Snap yourself out of your delusion at times, because I feel like if you don't, like, it's just not a good thing. But yeah. Next topic, holding on to love. I feel like this is like a really, really emotional topic. When I hear people say like, I'm sorry guys, I really don't want to do that. I'm not a crybaby. Like, I'm really not. Like, and I told y'all, I'm really not a vulnerable person. I have a hard time like being vulnerable. Like, y'all see, like, I'm kind of goofy a little bit. I was nervous when I first started, but like I kind of lightened up. I'm not a vulnerable person, but I just feel like when I see people like in relationships, or like girls or guys, and like, if somebody asks them like, well, why would you stay with this person? Or like, if somebody did this to you, why would you still be there? And they say like, because I love them. I feel like that's like that's really it's really sad to me. I just feel like it's really sad, like, just to see that or hear that, because when you're a person that love hard, like, love is everything to you. You know, like, and I feel like people kind of overlook it. Like, when people say like, oh, because I love that person, like, oh, that person's dumb. We know dumb. For coming from a lover to any other lovers, watching this video, we know love, like, and what it means to us to have a big heart. It is a really sad thing. So I feel like holding on to love will have you blind to a lot of things, because if a person keep doing stuff to you, and first of all, let me just say this: if you somebody who grew up not feeling as much love, or like not really experiencing as much love, but you a lover, and you know, and the second you latch on to love and you get a little bit of love of something that you never had. I know a couple of females, you know, who grew up without a dad. They say, like, you know, like they seek love from a man. They never had that. I know people like, you know, like myself, you know, who knew they were loved growing up, but they didn't really feel loved, you know, but we all lovers, you know. So it's like when you get in a relationship and you latch on to somebody, and just for somebody to say, I love you, and just to feel the love, you know, and it's just like, it just take you to a whole different planet. It's like not accepting. Like when you say, like, cause I love this person, it's like, I'm not accepting that. Like, I love them, like I can't, you know, but you can, and you can't accept it, and it's okay. Like, it's okay to love people, but love you more, you know. Like, and I really want to say that to people, because I'm a person that's big on self-love, you know. And like after my toxic relationship, like when I was in my toxic relationship, I kind of lost myself a little bit, you know. To be out of it, I just really want to like get that out there. Like, as much as you love somebody, always love yourself more. Like, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a friendship, a relationship, family members, a job. Like, always love yourself more, and like cherish yourself, because like make yourself a priority. Like, I don't care what it is. But yeah, like, y'all, give me a minute. Next thing I want to talk about is losing yourself. It's normal. Like, it's expected to lose yourself, especially when it's been a long toxic relationship, or especially like when you fell hard. Yeah, like the feeling of losing yourself during a toxic relationship is like, it's a lot. Like, you could feel yourself drifting away in so many different ways. Like, your interest in things, like you're probably more lazy, you're not doing things that you love, you're not on top of your game, like you just slowly losing yourself. And only thing you really have is that relationship. I don't care about the job, none of that. Like, when you be like losing yourself in a relationship, you so far gone in the relationship, and you losing yourself, nothing else matters but that relationship. And that relationship is a priority on your mind. Like, you at work, you got a good job, but you thinking about your toxic relationship. Or it's like, you got plans that you had, you got dreams, you got passions and stuff. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to cry, because now I'm hitting home. Now I want to speak from experience, okay? When you a passionate person, somebody with dreams and with goals, and you know, just so driven, and to lose yourself in a relationship, that's the worst, you know. Like, just to feel yourself drifting away, it's so draining. It's like the relationship is like sucking the life out of you, and, you know, like you pray and you scream to God, you know, but you're not really taking the steps you need. And I feel like that comes with strength. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry, my camera died. Okay, so basically what I was saying, like, when you're losing yourself, like, and you praying to God to help you, or like, God, please give me the tools I need, you know, guide me. You know, I 100% recommend God, just praying when you in situations like that. If you do have people that you could talk to, like, that you could trust, then yeah. And a lot of times, sometimes we be on solo missions. Sometimes we just got to figure out for ourselves. And yeah, if you made it this far, thank you. I love you. The next topic I'm going to get into is begging. When you get to a point where you begging, and like, I'm not, no emotional. If you cried or shed a tear in this video or whatever, or you almost got emotional like me, cut all of that out. But when you get to a point where you begging, now you begging. It's now you begging for somebody to stop doing this, or can they do this, or you don't like that. And then I feel like when you get to that point, now I'm showing you how to treat me. I'm teaching you how to treat me. So like, it don't really feel as great. Like, I feel like stuff kind of lose value. I don't even want it no more. I'm one of those. I don't want it no more. It don't feel like, it don't give me that feeling no more. Like, I don't even want it. But once you get to a point where you begging, you don't see your worth. Like I wouldn't necessarily say you don't know your worth, because some people know their worth and they still, you know, I feel like you just not seeing it. You're not feeling it. You're not seeing it. Baby, like, let me put a mirror in front of you. You're not seeing it, baby girl. You don't see it. Let me put a mirror in front of you. You don't see it. Like, you're not seeing it. Period. I feel like knowing your worth is so important. Like, it's so important. It's so important. It's so important. And I feel like it goes so far out. Like, just knowing your worth, like, just in general, is very, like, valuable in life. Like, to walk in a room and know your worth. Because, like, you'll be put in certain situations. It might be, like, friends, family, weirdos. Ladies and gents, know your worth at all times. And, like, never settle for less. Like, never settle for less. I'm a person that believes everybody deserves luxury. I don't care where you came from, what part of your life that you're in. Like, I feel like everybody deserves luxury. And luxury could mean different things. Luxury doesn't have to be money and cars. Luxury could be happiness. Luxury could be peace. Like, whatever luxury means to you, like, you deserve it. And sometimes we go through a lot just to find out, like, dang, I didn't even know my worth, or like, now I know my worth. Never be afraid to, like, walk away. Never be afraid of walking away, because you never know what might be waiting at the end of the tunnel for you. You never know what God has planned for you. You know, like, you just never know. You could just waste your life just being afraid to walk away, being afraid to take that step. Don't miss out on your life being afraid to take that step. Like, you are valuable. And if you feel like nobody loves you, love yourself, you know, and talk to God. Don't let nobody play with you. Like, you are valuable and you matter. You know, like, I'm being emotional because it's like, it's a real thing. And a lot of good people get in bad relationships and they lose themselves or they slack off. And if you are a person who has been through that, like, it's never too late to snap back. The comeback is always the best. And, like, that person, they're going to be mad. They're going to be wishing. They're going to be looking from the outside now, you know. But it ain't even about them. We know they're going to be looking. It's about you. Do what's best for you. And don't wait till it's too late. And if you feel like it's too late, then that means it's not too late, because you think about it and you need to make that change now. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I hope that you guys took something from this video. I kind of feel like I was rambling and it was all over the place. I did try to have a dialogue on my iPad, but yeah, I'm gonna watch this over and I'm gonna see how I did. This is actually my first YouTube video, so thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share my video. I love y'all, and bye.